It's alive. Okay. Let me copy the link, and then we will be all ready to roll here. All right. All right. So I'm almost finished self-promoting, but welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are in the first year. So everybody, wow, already a trade offer. I may circle back to that. Um, yeah, first year here. Hello. We're just I'm finishing self-promoting. I'm sorry. All right. So, here's the team. Again, I mean this pretty much looks like what our current team does. Oh shoot, I forgot to trade Hala to Vegas or to Florida. Let me do that. Anyways, so we'll just move him here for now. That's the team, and then I'm gonna trade Hala for like a late round pick just to yeah get something. Slavin, Hamilton, Vatanen, Shea, Gardner, and Edmondson. Oh, TVR is not even playing. Got it. Then we have Reimer and Mrazek. Boo, how you forget that. Get good. JC, listen. It's my first day. So, that's the team. That's what we're working with. It's the Canes and then Hala. So let me go trade him for like a seventh round pick real quick. Um, who was it? Florida? Yeah, he got traded to Florida. And I believe he's considered a center here. Yep. Hala. Oh, wrong team. It's my first day. To the Florida Panthers. And in the spirit of fairness, I'm just going to. Okay, I'll get a sixth round pick. Sue me. Yeah, they're going to be cheering in the streets. Well, you know what? I just saw that Lucas Walmark was there too. Man, I forgot that whole trade, didn't I? I am terrible at my job. I think I'm quite possibly the worst ever. Alright, so I'll trade Walmart for a seventh. So I get a sixth and a seventh from Florida. Yay. An absolute no-brainer. Yeah. I think it said Brian Gibbons was getting called up. I'm not even going to show you all the lines now. It's just going to look terrible. But I'll go ahead, sim to the regular season. Everybody here has a player, a created player. Well, not everybody, but you know what I mean. Mm. Van Riemsdyk isn't playing, and I get two picks in this year's draft. Sure. Actually, with that second round pick, I'll probably pick another created player, so I have all of the NHL ready players. I won't need it. Yeah, it's too early to trade Stall. This is a horrible deal. I trade two second round picks and a player to get two second round picks. Galaxy Brain. So yeah, all right, assign scouts. I think I'm good. Can I pick scouts up? I can. My best scouts are in the USA, and I don't see the CHL up there. So let me get one extra in every CHL league but the QMJHL right now. Not many folks requested to be in the not many people requested to be in the queue, so I think I'm just gonna add a Russian scout here. Cool. All right. USA Central and East are really the only regions you need to scout. I scout West occasionally. And yeah, if you have a created player, you may just have to wait until the draft to see, or wait like a week or two to see what's going on. 1, 2, and other scout 3. Cool. So I have 3 new scouts. The team is off to a fantastic start, losing 3 times and beating Tampa once. Lottery pick! We will have 2 first-round picks. I'm sorry, I haven't figured out how to trade picks, and I don't really want to give it up at this point. Yeah, I'm cheating. Oh well. Alright, 3-game win streak, and then we get decimated by San Jose. Go to view draft class. There's one franchise potential player in this draft. Guess who it is? It's Owen. I did a little lottery beforehand, and Owen won. So congrats to Owen for the franchise. I'll probably try and do more in the future. But so looks like Corey's. I hope I spelled your name right, dude. I'm so sorry if I didn't. So we also have Kieran, Will going in at 4th overall, and then Wade Minter, good old Wade Minter with that high elite center. Have my scouts found any gems yet? Probably not. Yep. That's a fun name. So, yeah, we're incredibly average right now. This is a better trade because I just move laterally and then get a 4th round pick for Gibbons. But I want to win this year. Oh, I probably should have tried trading my or turning my trade block settings around. Oh well. You live and you learn. At least we beat Detroit. Can we beat New Jersey too? That's a heck of a trade. I'm not going to say yes to this. I just want to see how good Hudobin and Harley are. Harley's medium top 4D. Obviously, he was a first round pick this past year. 67 overall. That's not terrible. And Hudobin is 83 overall. So, I mean, I'd essentially have 2 like mid-tier starting goalies. So I'd get like a good prospect and a 1B goalie and a 2nd round pick for Stahl, 2/3 and a 4th. That makes no sense to me. No. Why would I give up? Whatever. Alright, so we're on a nice little 4-game win streak here. And as always I bring it up right away and then nothing. So last I checked, I think we have almost 40, like close to 40 people playing in this franchise mode. So should be really exciting. Again, this just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, as soon as I bring it up, we've lost 5 of our last 6 games. 6 of our last 7. At least we beat Detroit again. Playing 500 hockey. And New York. Okay. So we just need to play the terrible teams is what I'm learning. Nashville too. I think we may have lost in overtime to Tampa. I can't tell. No, we won. It just didn't say anything. All right. Yay, draft rankings. So we still don't know too much about anybody here because all my scouts are apparently useless and not scouting any of the top 5 in this draft. Right now we're projected to have one pick in the top 10-ish. And then our other pick is in the mid-20s. So that's exciting. Everybody's Canadian here. I'm not about to go through and say pick Raleigh for every single one. So everybody's Canadian. Most people are 6'1". There's a couple people 6'2" and 6'3". Mostly just goalies. Jimmy Schultz. Isn't that the guy, their like college free agent signing? Yeah, he sucks. Everyone was like foaming at the mouth over him, and he ended up not being that great. Crazy how college free agents are really overhyped every year. But Matt, what about... I don't know. We haven't signed any good free agents from college. Nice. A 4-game win streak, and now that I've acknowledged it... Oh, we win. Okay. Cool. So I'm not cursed. It's just, the game. I love when I'm bad at a game and the game's just broken. That's how it works. So 6-game win streak snapped pretty handily in Toronto with a 6-2 loss. If I recall correctly, Sami Niku is decent in this game, but I am just going to delete everything off of my trade block because I'm tired of these trades. Alright, we follow up a 6-game winning streak with a 3-game losing streak. Experience Canes hockey. Alright. Yeah, again, I'm still getting trade offers. It typically takes a minute for it to, relax. Well, we're in a wild card spot. Barely, though. We need to keep beating these Metro teams. Well, now we're in third after a 3-game win streak. So we need to keep beating the Metro teams, he says. Yeah, we're 2 points in a playoff spot. So basically, if we lose a game and the team behind us wins, we're out. I guess we beat Anaheim. No, shootout loss. Alright. Anything exciting happening here? Well, we know he's high franchise. There's one person always going to be high franchise in my franchise modes. No draft movement either, which is really surprising. Oh, other than Corey and Kieran switched again, but that's going to happen. Any big risers? Let's see. We have intern Maddie rising up from 11th into the top 10, and Connor Tuna dropping down to 10th from 8th. Also, Tom moving on up. Number 1 sports fan moving down actually a little bit as well. Sarai and Tommy Watson just switch. Yeah, really nothing that exciting from a created player standpoint. Just a bunch of people just switching a little bit. It's no big deal. Okay. Well, cool. Alright. Nothing too exciting here. That's a long break, man. That's almost 2 weeks. Wow. Yeah, I guess about a week and a half. Nice. A win against Vegas. We're still 3rd in the division pretty comfortably now because we've actually been able to win games now. Bro, I don't know why I'm still getting trades for Stahl. Trade requests. My trade block, it's empty. I don't know what else to do. Gotta love that All-Star break. I know, right? Except now we're in just like All-Star break part 2. Except, you know, there's just no hockey anywhere, which isn't fun. 3-game losing streak, man. This team, if only they had some like players in the draft this year that could help this team propel themselves into not only a consistent winning record, but a Stanley Cup possibly. That would be just absolutely crazy. Still some trades for Stahl. I don't know why Gibbons is up there. Like, he's like the fourth round pick that people throw in there to make you go like, huh, that's really what seals the deal. We were almost 10 games above 500, and we've dropped to 5 games above 500 now, which is a concern. I wish I could see if we were in a playoff spot. We are not. We're 5th in the division. Oh, gosh. That's a monumental collapse in the month of February. Like, let's take a look at this. We started the month off with a win, and we had 5 straight losses, 4 of which were to West Coast teams on a little West Coast road trip. You get shut out at home against New Jersey. Yeah, right? It's the real life Canes. Um, you get absolutely demolished in Nashville, 8-1. 2 straight wins. It's like looking up, and we're still only 2 points out of a playoff spot, so it's not like all terrible. You lose, and then you have a 3-point split weekend against Colorado and Montreal. So it's not terrible, but man, those 5 Metro games in 2 weeks to start off March, huge. Even bigger now that, like, the games are actually important, because we're 3 points out of a playoff spot, and we just had a long break. You lose to Philly, that's not a good thing. Okay, you beat the Islanders, but you lose to the Penguins, and they're ahead of you. Kasky's got a sore hip. Oh no. You beat Detroit though. Swept the series against Detroit. Kasky's back. Alright, 2 straight wins. You in the draft class now. Let's see what's going on. It's been about 2 months. So we know now Kieran's high elite. Okay. Still, Corey's being scouted. That scout probably sucks because he's been scouting Corey for a while. Any gems or busts? 2. Lucas Raymond is classified as a gem, and goalie Ryan Alice is a gem as well. Lucas Raymond's only technically a gem because he's a medium elite player projected to go 25th overall. Alright, so 3 straight wins now, and yep, we lose. Okay. Shea is out for a minute. That's not good. Okay. He's back. We win 2 of 3 with Shea out. I don't know. We're 4 points out of a playoff spot, 5 games left. It's not looking likely, but oh, we're back in a playoff spot. We lose. Okay, we're not in a playoff spot. We lose. We're in a playoff spot. Last game of the season against Boston. Oh my gosh. That shootout loss put us back in a playoff spot. Trocheck leading the team, 67 points. Nice. Let's see. The Atlantic. There are no teams in a playoff spot. Let's see, 90 points. The Canadiens have 90 points as well. We are tied with the Canadiens. So the Canadiens need to lose their last game, and we need to win. We're simulating. This is crazy. First period. Not great. The Bruins' top line scores. Aho and Fogle get goals. Nothing here. Please. Stahl ties it. Oh my gosh. No way. Wait, okay. Alright. Chet. I won't play, but should we do a sim of overtime and just watch the 3-on-3 overtime? You know, I'm not even gonna. We're watching it. Stakes are high. Our goalie is an 82. Yeah, goaltending's not good. So I might end up drafting a goalie in this year's draft. Since I have some extra picks now. Alright. Stakes are high. It's Aho versus Bergeron on the face-off.
All right, listen to this place. The electricity's so thick you could cut it with a knife. Sudden death, overtime.
Oh, what a hit, Svetch.
Let's go.
What a pass to Aho, and the shot gets blocked. He had a wide open lane. He shoots it right into McAvoy's butt.
The Bruins take it across the blue line. Carolina
Shoot!
Here's a short pass to Svechnikov.
Yeah, Svechnikov's got it. He takes a slap shot from past the circles. Who does he think he is? Victor Rask? Plus minus, if only that stat mattered.
A big draw looming here in the offensive zone.
I'm the worst. I know. I'm sorry.
Aho
wins it to Hamilton. Hamilton shoots. It's blocked. Aho's got it now. Hamilton. Oh my god, he hit the post. Oh, man. That hurts. McAvoy. They're going to come back and win it. Nope. Okay. Good job, Reimer. Top 10 in hits, Brad Marchand. There's not a single can. Actually, Trocheck was 10th, I think. I'll watch back on the replay. Ah, it's not working on my laptop. Got it. Aho wins it again to Hamilton. Man, he's a machine on face-offs in this period.
Carries it across the line.
In this overtime.
And makes the save.
Who am I going to be able to do? I'll just call him that. Okay. Trocheck was 9th, according to my stream replay. Alright, Hamilton, steal the corner. Not like that. Oh. That was some Joel Edmondson experience. Not ideal. So we lose in overtime. We get a point, which is good, against Montreal. Which is good in the fight against Montreal because we were tied. We are out of a playoff spot. So we finished the season. We needed to win the game. It looks like Montreal won their game. They did. They absolutely destroyed Toronto. So we finish out of the playoffs. Sebastian Aho had 68 points, led the team. I'll sim to the draft real quick, and then we'll get through all the good stuff. That's really disappointing, especially because we didn't have any injuries either. Bean is out with a concussion. Yikes. Like a full-on concussion, too. Charlotte advances, though, to the next round. McEwen is now out with a concussion. He's out for the rest of the playoffs. It would appear that Charlotte got eliminated in the second round. Owen Anderson's still holding high. Good stuff. Yeah, I went to that game for my birthday. So I got to watch our playoff dreams die right in front of my eyes for my birthday. New gem, though, Yuri Tikhonov. Another goalie. So there's 2 goalie gems in this draft. Don't know enough about this guy. I don't want to pin him. I want to scout him. I'm going to scout that potential some more. Yeah, he looks like a pretty raw goalie. I love when his weaknesses are... Yeah, he can't get from post to post well. His angles are terrible, and his glove hand's awful. He's got a great work ethic. Alright. Whatever. He's probably going to be in the 40s, which means he'll be like in the low to mid 60s by the time he develops. Especially if he's medium elite. Jake Bean's back. Which, yeah, Charlotte got eliminated, so I don't think it really matters. So Toronto wins their first cup since '67. Wow. And the Penguins affiliate wins the Calder Cup. So congrats to them. We move up from 15th to 3rd This is rigged, man. I specifically rigged the algorithms of this game to work in our favor. New York moves up from 6th to 1st. Florida moves up from 7th to 2nd. We had the lowest odds to win the draft lottery, yet here we are. We get the 3rd overall pick. Nice. So probably means that one of Corey or Kieran are available. However, Will is at 4th. Tampa moves back from 2nd to 5th with Vancouver's pick. Very interesting. And so we'll also have the 31st pick in the draft. So here's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because Kieran more than likely is going 2nd. Oh, there's Wade. He's a two-way forward. I might just pick Will. Do we not have a single scout? He's projected... Oh, you're D-. He's projected to go 5th overall. And you just don't even... You ignore him. The worst. The actual worst. I have a lot of picks. So projected to go in this area. No. I might pick Dan, if I remember correctly. Or Kurt. I don't know, man. And then I wanted to check gems and busts again. One more time. So he's a medium elite goalie, okay. And Lucas Raymond's medium elite, projected to go 20th now. It's been shooting up, man. Alright. Let's see, players have retired. Any former Canes on here? Former Kane Jussi Jokinen, who's currently playing in Finland. That doesn't really matter. No goalies, so... Jussi Jokinen retiring, though. John Sakic, one of my coaches for the Canes, has retired. I don't do the draft interviews. I don't really need to. We'll check awards just to see the NHL. And then we'll get into the part that everybody is going to want. So obviously Toronto won the cup. Congrats to them. Dallas won the President's Trophy. It was Arizona versus Toronto. That has to be the worst. That has to be really bad. Alright. And player awards. Art Ross went to McDavid because, of course, it did. Ovechkin won the Hart. McDonough won the Norris. Kessel, Lady Byng. Capo Caco won the Calder. That's hilarious. Conn Smythe went to Riley. Vezina went to Bishop. Giordano won the Masterton. Selke went to Bergeron. Okay, makes sense. Ovi won the Ted Lindsay and the Richard, which doesn't surprise me at all. And that's it. So, the draft. In Kane's Twitter franchise mode. I will not be live tweeting the picks, so if you are here, you get the first look and probably only look at which players belong to which NHL team. So the New York Rangers with the first overall pick. I won't trade for it. That'd be cheap. I don't want to do that, but I do. With the first overall pick, the New York Rangers select Owen Anderson from, I believe, the Flint Firebirds. Yes, from Flint, with 99 points in his draft year. A solid draft year. Projected to go second overall, or picking second, Florida. Florida picks Kieran Lang, a right-wing power forward. Wow, the ECHL will cancel the rest of their season. That sucks for Callum Booth and I think he's the only prospect we have playing in the ECHL other than Helvig, who has been arrested. So Kieran, another really solid draft year, 91 points for the Barrie Colts in the OHL. So the OHL getting the top 2 picks here. The Carolina Hurricanes are on the clock, 3rd overall. They can pick Corey, a defensive defenseman that our scouts rank 2nd. But I don't really want a defensive defenseman. Yeah, I mean, he had 48 points. Can I do math? I can do math. In the WHL. Shutdown ability, great puck mover, heavy slap shot. That doesn't do anything for me. You could pick Wade, who in the QMJHL had 118 points. Jeez. 200-foot game, puck protection, offensive creativity. A Sean Couturier comparison, which is interesting. Or Will Looper. Or I could go with Lafreniere. I don't need a whole lot of centers because I have Reese, I have Suzuki, I have a couple others. Henman, I think, I buffed a little bit. So I think I'm going to pick Will. Everybody's going to be 81 overall. He's another high elite. What was his draft year like? Also, who did he play for? He played for Quebec and had 127 points. Oh my gosh. Over an assist per game, almost a goal per game. A shooting percentage of 18.2%, which is sustainable. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Sweet. Okay. Picking 4th, the Detroit Red Wings. And they will pick Wade Minter, the high elite center from Blainville Boisbriand. Had a crazy season in the queue. Picking 5th, will Corey get picked? He gets picked by Tampa. Again, Prince Albert there. Wow. That's crazy. Good for Tampa on getting another good defenseman. High elite defensive defenseman. We are going to sim the next pick. Lafreniere goes to Columbus. That's hilarious. Let's see. Up on the draft board. So still yet to be picked in the top 10. We have actually all the rest of them for, I think I want to say the top 15. Yeah. So the top 16, the rest of that should all be us. I say us, but you guys. I didn't have a player. Big Sam is projected to go next. He does. Playmaking center. And he finished up his season with 74 points in 67 games with Guelph. He's a medium elite playmaker as well. So, solid stuff. Picking 8th is Anaheim. Who do they pick? They pick Tom Workrate, Mr. Workrate. 2A defenseman this time, playing for the Edmonton Oil Kings, and had 57 points in 70 games. That's respectable. Again, 2A defenseman, you don't want a whole lot of offense, but you want enough. Number Sports Fan, I can't read your Twitter handle, but you are also a defenseman. You played for Windsor in the OHL, and you were a 2A defender. I can't check the comparisons anymore. Got it. All right, rounding out the top 10, we have Connor Tuna, a medium elite 2-way defenseman here. I can't remember who. Sault Ste. Marie, with 61 points in 66 games. So solid. So we'll recap top 10. We have Owen Anderson going 1st overall. We have Karen Lang going 2nd overall to Florida. Will Looper getting picked up by your Carolina Hurricanes. Wade Minter getting picked up 4th by Detroit. Corey getting picked up by Tampa. I don't know why the name escaped me. Lafreniere we don't care about. Big Sam getting picked up by LA. Tom getting picked up by the Anaheim Ducks. Ottawa Senators select Number Sports Fan. I'm so sorry that you got picked by Ottawa, but that's really how it be. And then Connor Tuna getting picked up by the Calgary Flames at 10th overall. And we have Colorado picking next. We have Tampa getting another pick. They missed the playoffs. Oh my gosh. No way. So they picked 5th, and they're going to pick 13th here. Wow. And yeah, so we'll be picking 31st. And Colorado is on the clock. They have not made their pick. Colorado gets intern Matty, a power forward center. Had almost an assist per game. 106 points for Moose Jaw in the WHL. Very, very solid here. Yeah, again, power forward. Nashville. Have they made a pick already? They've not. Okay. Nashville picking up Rock. I think his name is Kevin, Kyle. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I forgot your first name. You don't have it anymore, and your last name's really cool. So, but again, almost an assist per game. This time for Kelowna. Had 112 points in his draft year. He is a playmaker. Tampa with their second pick. Already got their defenseman. They get a left wing, high top 6 potential in It's Me. That was your handle when you asked for it. 113 points with Barry, he was teammates with was it Kieran that played for Barry? Yeah, so they were teammates. The right wing had how many points? Right winger had 91 points, and the left winger had 113 points. So solid. The Islanders picked Tommy Watson, another sniper, this time at center. Very similar stats. Actually, they might be the same for Chicoutimi in the QMJHL. So the Islanders pick up a really solid prospect. And rounding out the non-playoff teams, we have St. Louis, the Cup champs. They're going to pick Sarai, a power forward left winger, with strangely not a whole lot of goals. Barely a point per game player with Vancouver in the WHL. I don't remember if Vancouver's very good in this game, though. Now we have Vegas. Vegas is going to pick, and they pick JT Shepard, a high elite, or high top 6 playmaking center. Had an okay draft year, I want to say. 64 points with Erie in the OHL. Not too shabby. Montreal might pick a non-created player. They pick Ponomarev. Okay, that makes sense. He's not good compared to everybody else that's been picked, though, so screw him. Alexander Holtz is going to go. You're going to see like a run of non-created players. Quentin Byfield. Yeah. Next, Buffalo picks Lucas Raymond. Okay, I was kind of worried. We do have another Sens pick here. Who do they pick? Jacob Narve. So he is teammates with Number Sports Fan now. So they got a defenseman in this draft, and they have a right wing playmaker here. So that's really solid. Ottawa gets a really solid defenseman with, I believe, elite potential, and they get a right winger here from Mississauga. 58 points in his draft year, not terrible. Solid. Now we have Minnesota. Ooh, Minnesota. I haven't picked yet. They picked Jonathan. They actually picked the same player that they picked in the last run. Last time around, Minnesota picked, I think, 5 created players. So good for them. Jonathan is a top 6 left wing playmaker this time. Almost an assist per game this year. For Gatineau in the queue, 82 points in 68 games. That's a solid season right there. 22nd overall. Boston's picking up Jason Mariani. A decent season with Guelph. Again, he was teammates with somebody. I don't know who played for Guelph. Pittsburgh now. They get optimistic Kaniak. They get overly optimistic Kaniak. The Pittsburgh Penguins have picked optimistic Kaniak. He's a power forward. He is playing Cape Breton in the QMJHL. 78 points in 68 games. Not too bad. A bit of a run on QMJHL players. Anton Lundell going to the Blackhawks at 25th overall. The Islanders get their second pick of the first round here, and they pick Cole Perfetti. All right, Dallas picks Marco Rossi. So, again, 3 players in a row. Canes and Cannons, a high elite goaltender. Our first goaltender picked, I believe, goes to LA. So LA gets a good goaltender. Had a really solid season. 39 wins. Wow. The save percentage, not that great for Lethbridge, but It's junior hockey. Doesn't matter. Winnipeg with their pick. Antonio Stranges. 31st overall for Nick Foligno. And Columbus's 4th round pick. I'm not going to say yes to this, but let's just check and see what they're offering for this pick. Nick Foligno. 82 overall. I can literally get a player who is 18 and 1 overall worse and will grow. Nope. I'm a little hurt that they picked Neha. I was kind of hoping that she'd be available because I need a goalie. But alas. So, Ryan Miranda only played in 4 games for the Huskies. That's so weird. Had a great save percentage, though. Alright, I'm on the clock. Let's see, so Stutzel's available. Dan McLaughlin's available, as is Kurt. Dan's looking like a good pick. There's actually 3 goalies here. But yeah, I'm going to pick Dan, I think, because I did pick Kurt last time, so I kind of know how he sims. And I didn't see what he was up to. So that's our first round. Lots of creative players. Dan's medium elite. Okay, so I get a good goalie. 36 wins. Nice. Really solid. That math doesn't add up, though. He had 70 games played. He had 36 wins and 15 losses and 6 overtime losses. Again, an okay save percentage, but it's junior hockey. Spokane isn't very good in this game. Really excited for this, though. He's a medium elite goalie. That's a really good pick. So we get a medium elite goalie, and we get a high elite left wing playmaker. So we're gonna sim pick one of the first rounds. Stutzel gets picked. Connor Zary. I didn't mean to hit that. Kane Stats gets picked. He's a medium elite goalie as well. He didn't play at all this season, apparently, but he gets picked 34th overall by Vegas, so good for him. Will turn into an elite goalie. Dan, I'm going to make sure that you turn into an elite goalie. There's going to be a trade. I'm not trading you. Kurt gets picked up by Anaheim. I'm so sorry. I'm running on like no hours of sleep. All right, so we have a lot of players in this range that I could realistically pick. I don't need another goalie, so Josh and Ryan, that's a no. I've picked Matt before. He just doesn't sim well for whatever reason, so I think I'm gonna go with Justin Barron here. No comparison's a little concerning, but let's see. Medium top 4D, 66 overall. That's not terrible. I'll take it. All right. Josh gets picked up by Florida. So Florida is actually making a decent run as well. The Sabres get Rochette. Matt Chatelain goes to Calgary, the Flames. Also, I've been seeing that Fanatics thing going around about the person that ordered the Canes jersey and got a Flames jersey instead. Just get the customization through the eye. That's a pro tip and not biased at all. I don't know the meaning of the word bias. You got picked first overall, my man. So Ryan just got picked by Detroit. I did a lottery beforehand, and you won the lottery, and you are a high franchise right-wing power forward. So congrats, Owen. And yeah, if you did miss when you were picked, just type in the comments, let me know, and I will go back and get you. Braden Schneider, I don't care about him. Ashton Sardif, I don't care about him. I do like him, though. He's a good player. Caden Gould is the most overrated player in this draft class. Actually, that's not true. There's a couple more than that. Okay. Again, I don't need a goalie. Don't need a defenseman. I don't need a goalie. I might pick Mr. Evan here. However, what did I pick in the first round? Will's a left winger. So, Evan, welcome to the Carolina Hurricanes. This is a respectable draft year. 65 points. I think the other player that got picked that was on Erie also kind of disappointed. So it just leads me to believe that Erie isn't all that great. So 46th overall, Evan Stansel, picked by the Carolina Hurricanes. He's a two-way right wing. Vegas is going to pick up Cameron. So Cameron Bass got picked up. Again, another goalie that just doesn't play. So they've picked up two goalies in the second round. Ryan O'Rourke. Chris Miracle getting drafted by Edmonton. 49th overall, had a great season for Sudbury. Actually, the highest save percentage I've seen out of any of our goalies drafted. Nashville now, Ridley Grieg. My turn to pick once again. All right, so we've got a handful of players here. K to the Arl, this is your player if you're watching. I just did not have a last name, so you are Joe Carl. It's really between these two. I've already picked a defenseman. The defense is solid. I'm going to pick Carl. Had a good season for Kingston here. Kingston also sucks. He was injured for a little bit. Had 63 points, though, in 63 games. Not too bad. He is a sniper at center. So I've picked almost all forwards. Third round, pick 15. I just simmed to my pick. Oh, my gosh. Let me go back. I've picked 4. I've picked a goalie, left winger, a right winger, and a center. So second round, we were at my pick of Carl. Finding Nino gets picked by Vegas. So Vegas actually is the team that's picking a lot of players here. Josh Williams. I forgot about this kid, man. Overager. Meg gets drafted by New Jersey. And that's it. Okay, so I really only missed Finding Nino, who played for North Bay. He's a defensive defenseman, I'm pretty sure. Had 42 points. Offensive defenseman? No, actually. Meg, I know, is an offensive defenseman. Played for Kitchener, had 38 points. So not too bad. Third round now. I'm so sorry. I missed Trey Cash, 81st overall, or 65th overall, picked by the Florida Panthers from Halifax. Had 73 points in 62 games. Not too bad. Michael Goodrow, defensive defenseman, picked up by Anaheim. Played for Charlottetown, almost exclusively defense. Wow. This, I don't believe don't believe that's a player that I created. That's not a player I created. Noel Gunler definitely isn't. Tynan, no. Hodgson, no. Palmieri, no. No. Okay, so I haven't missed anything else. Good. Alright, we're getting into like the final rounds of everything. Still some solid players available. I don't see any gems or busts or anything. I actually don't see any created players left. Matthews right here. Okay. He's right here. And I think that is it. So we have 2 more players left to get drafted. Okay. And then we will be done. Alright, so there's a center and the left wing. I have not picked a defenseman yet. Reinhardt's actually the guy that my scouts like the most here, so I'm going to pick Rhett Reinhardt. Wait for Prince George. Nothing really that exciting. Probably won't work out, but I do need a defenseman. We'll sim to pick 82 here. No created players were drafted. Colin McKay. A low elite defenseman here. Vladimir Alistrov. This is going to bite me. My scouts like him the most. Medium top 9. Okay, that's not terrible. Sim to pick 108. Alright, so McShorzy gets picked up by LA. Matthews a Hab. So that was it. Cool. Awesome. Really great. And again, in the next few minutes, or a few seconds really, please, please, please let me know if you want to see where you were drafted. If you didn't get the chance to get it, just let me know. Oh, that's a really good pick. Wow. Low top 6 potential isn't great. But at age 18, he's 74 overall. He's a playmaking center. Wow, that's a solid pick. Playing out of the USA. That's a really good pick in the 4th round. Wow. I'm happy with that. The 5th round, Canes have picked 20. 144th overall. My scouts actually like this Christopher Innes guy. So I'm going to pick him. Top 6D, not too bad, not too bad. Alright, 162 now. Early in the 6th round. Wow, there's really nothing. Let's go by potential here. Anything worth... Okay, you know what? I'm going to pick up this Yuri Tikhonov guy. Because I don't think I have a pick before that. 47, yeah, so I was right earlier on saying that he'd be about in like the 46 range. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to grab him. 193rd. I think this might be my last pick. Giannis Jerome Moser. Sure. Oh, I do have another pick. Medium top 6D. That's a solid pick. And I got another pick right here. Josh Lawrence. I like this player in real life, but for the sake of the game, there's really nothing, huh? Alright, Christopher Sidoff. What are you? Medium top 6D. Okay, that's not too bad. The last pick in the draft. There's Gerard Keane, who I believe is related to Joey. Pavel Gogolev should be picked in this year's draft, like in real life. I'll pick this right winger, Reed Valad. Bottom 6 forward. Okay, I'm actually going to look this up on Elite Prospects. So to recap, the Carolina Hurricanes picked Will Looper 3rd overall, Dan McLaughlin 31st, Evan Stancil 46th, K to the RL at 51st overall, and that was it for created players. So 4 created players, all of which will be playing in the NHL this season. So Gerard Keane is a defenseman. Yes, he is related to Joey Keane. He has 14 points in 55 games with London in the OHL this year. He also might be a late bloomer like his brother. So I don't think that really warrants a draft pick here. Unless, I don't know. Alright, so there's your prospect talk for the day. Alright, so we'll sim to the re-sign phase, and I will sign those prospects. Oh no, I have a scout with an expiring contract. Bjorn. Alright, so we'll get that over with. Alright, I'm firing all of my incompetent CHL scouts. That's just pathetic how bad they were. Alright. Better. Okay. Go to contracts here. Let's see. All expiring. Sami Vatanen on defense. Did I pick a created player on defense? Let's see. Unsigned. I'll go overall. I did not pick a created player on defense. So we'll offer just your standard entry-level contracts to all three of these guys, as well as the goalie, Dan McLaughlin. Main roster, defenseman by overall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then Bean is arguably ready. So I'm going to say goodbye to Sami Vatanen. And maybe one or two more. Hayden Fleury I'm going to keep around because he's actually developed 6 years. Alright, boss, let's stick at 4, and I'll just give you a little bit more money to make you happy. Edmondson I'm going to say goodbye to. I'll qualify him and just re-sign the rest of Charlotte's defense. Kasky, oh, you're only getting 1 year. Centers, all expiring. So I only have 2 expiring centers. Lorentz, the roster update should be kind to him. He's having a great season. Bishop, you're there. Left wingers now. I want to sign Henman. I buffed him to high top 9. I think he was like low top 9, and I just didn't agree with that. I've seen him play, and I just disagree. Fogel, I'll give you a 1-year contract. I don't want to sign any of these players. I can't sign Hoffman. I don't know why he's always here. Smallman, I'll give a... sure, I'll give you 2 years. Gibbons, I can say goodbye to you. Again, defense is already taken care of. And then goalies. Forsberg, goodbye. Maki Niemi, hello. Which gives me currently 5 goalies. So one of these guys is going to have to go, and it's probably going to be Reimer. I could buy him out, but I think I'm okay for now. So we'll advance. We'll see what's going on. Just going to skim through this real quick. Evan and Carl, welcome to the team. Will, welcome to the team. Dan, welcome to the team. So that's everybody. Cool. Sim to free agency. Bjorn accepted my contract renewal. Forsling. Alright. Contract limit warning. I have plenty of contract space. First of all, I need a new coach of some sort. I need a new NHL assistant coach. I've heard that teaching is one of the best stats, especially since I have a lot of young players. I'm going to go with this Hugo Deschamplain. Sounds like, I don't know. So we'll sign him. Hopefully he'll accept. I did offer him a ton of money. Scouts now. I need... That really is... This is the best that they have, huh? Okay. Well, definitely grabbing a USA scout. Let's see. I'm going to grab this OHL scout as well. And then a WHL scout. Or should I go Europe? I'm going to go with Europe. I want to scout more of the European leagues. So we'll do that. Then we'll be good. Alright. I do need to make some roster space, though. So we're going to go to propose trade. Trades. Alright. I typically just go with picks. So let's see. Centers. How good am I on centers? 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 5. Stahl's definitely the odd man out. Let's try it. Arizona, what can you offer me? Yes, the ECHL season has officially been canceled. Victor Soderstrom, that's a solid pick. That's around the same value. I'm going to have to add a little bit. A bit. But, let's see. Would it work if I did this? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Too far off. Okay, so let me put in like a rookie skater then. Like a skater matching the block. That hasn't been signed. Fogel, actually. That'll work. Oh, okay. So Stahl and Fogel for Soderstrom. Really solid. Clears up space at center. Carl, you'll start on the 4th line, but that's okay. So to recap, now we have Aho, Trocheck, Natchez, and Carl down the middle. Really good. Left wingers now. Teravainen, Dzingel, Looper, Will, Martinuk. I'm okay with that on the left wing. Svech, Niederreiter, Evan, Bach? Maybe? What's his role looking at right now? Depth forward. So if he plays on the 4th line, he's destined to grow, and he might honestly be around Evans overall by the time the season starts. So we're okay with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That ain't too bad. Gardner. I want Bean to play. I just traded with Arizona. So I don't want Arizona to be too good, because I did just give them 2 NHL players. See, Boston. Could I take your first for Gardner? I think that might do it, actually. Yeah. Alright. So Gardner for a first, and we'll have Bean and Bach playing this season. So I don't need to do it too much in free agency. Oh, I forgot goalies. Let me trade Reimer. I won't need to do too much in free agency. Dan has been signed. Okay, yeah. So Reimer doesn't have any value. Calgary. They actually didn't pick a goalie. Who did they pick? They picked Connor. And that was it, really. Oh, and Matt. Okay. Alright. Okay. It's making sense. Let's see. Will it work for a third? No, it won't. Wow. The league does not like Reimer. See, can it work for a 4th? Trade rejected? No way. Can I get a 5th and like a 7th? That's around the same value of a 4th, but can I just get a 5th? Nowhere even near the same ballpark. Does the league just hate Reimer? Also, the salary cap is turned off. It's literally on your trade block. Dude, whatever. Okay, let's try getting a 5th for James Reimer. Are you serious? I cannot believe it. I can't buy him out either. I should have just bought him out. I'm gonna bury him in the AHL. I'm gonna have to. Jeez, man. Wow. Alright, so there's a handful of really solid players available. Unfortunately, all of them are defensemen. Other than Tierney and Domi. Both of which are RFAs. So I'm looking for prospects then. Hollander. I can't offer him a one-way deal, but I'm definitely gonna try. And I'm just gonna sign. I don't want 2 years for you, just 1. Anthony Lewis, formerly of the Checkers. Justin Schutz. Congrats on the entry-level contract. And I've already signed 2 centers, so I'm okay. Well, tentatively signed 2 centers. Let's see defense now. Top 6D, there's a handful of them. We go grab Hickey and also Walford. I believe Walford was a draft pick of somebody's. No, undrafted, okay. Was Kanunin? Florida's 7th round pick, okay. Cool. That's all I need in free agency is just a few more prospects. I've already signed the scout. I've already tried doing all that. So I think I'm set. Maurice Dupont, scouts accepting. I just had 3. Happy to join the team. Sweet. And there's my scouts signing. Walford has accepted. That's cool. He was actually a promising prospect. Shoots as well. Awesome. Brandon Hickey accepted. Anthony Lewis accepted. So did Edgedell. Hallander accepted the offer sheet. I'm not expecting that to go anywhere. Riley Nash and a 6 to Columbus for a first, essentially. So Riley Nash for a first to Columbus. And it's Buffalo, so they're not going to make it. Alright, that is it. They have matched my offer sheet for Hallander. That's alright. Bean and Pistola for Vlasic. That's a great trade, but one that I don't need to make. Chase has been traded from Vegas. Or Cameron, excuse me, not Chase. Cameron Bass has been traded from Vegas to the Islanders in a massive deal. It also sends Mason Primo for Kevin Shattenkirk in a 3rd. Wow. So let's go check this out real quick. That's insane. I wonder, does their goalie situation look better for him? Goalies. He'll be their backup. Varlamov will be their starter, and he's their backup. Okay, yeah, so that's a good deal. Whereas in Vegas, he probably would have been the 3rd string behind Kane's stats. Yeah, that whole thing didn't make sense because they picked Kane's stats earlier on. Alright, so now we know why. They have... Alright, so Cameron has been traded to the New York Islanders and will be their backup next season. Huge. Before I go any further, Dan has signed... Signed... Okay, cool. I'm gonna do one more thing since I didn't get that one guy unsigned. He's a center. He's the same. He's like slightly worse than Hollander in terms of potential, but he's younger. Same overall. Welcome to the team. He'll start with the Checkers right away. And now I am all set for next season. McShorsey the Jerk traded to Toronto for a 1st round pick and a 5th round pick. And Toronto gets a 3rd and a 4th. What is going on? I have never seen created players get traded. I have never seen this get traded. What? That is so crazy. So the Swamp Rabbit season is over. I can read that in just a second. I'm just going to tweet about this real quick. So the Swamp Rabbits... So the ECHL has canceled the remainder of the season. I totally understand from the ECHL's point of view. Because there's no way that would have worked, like, from a money standpoint. So, like, Shorzy, chances are you're going to start, because I think Los Angeles picked 2 goalies as well. This is a prospects trade. Owen Tippett to Winnipeg in exchange for Ville Heinola. Wow. Tippett's a year or 2 younger? Or older? That's insane. Teams just hate their prospects. I'm convinced. We get a trade Nick Leddy and Anders Lee for 2 first-round picks and Stelio Matheos. Heck to the no. Absolutely not. That's ridiculous. Bean and Honka and Reimer for Vlasic. They're like, hey, buddy, we'll take Reimer, but you gotta give us Bean and Honka. No. Sorry. Two created players traded. And Owen Tippett and Ville Heinola. Like, teams hate their prospects. No. I didn't even look. I saw 2 first-round picks, and I was, no. Crazy stuff. All right, here are the lines. Teravainen, Aho Svechnikov, Niederreiter, Necas, and Dominic Bach making his NHL debut. I'm seeing Evan and Carl. I'm not seeing Jay or Will on the left wing. Now I am. So Bach, Necas, and Niederreiter. That's a solid line, man. Any NHL stats? He had 51 points last year. Okay. Go off, my friend. Will Looper, Vincent Trocheck, Evan Stansel, Ryan Dzingel, Carl, Brock McGinn. So solid. All 3 creative players are right here. Defense, we got Slavin and Hamilton, Fleury and Shea, Pesci and Bean. Jake Bean getting up to 80 overall. So both players that I were hoping grew an overall got up to 80. So that's really solid. Goalies, we have Mrazek and... No, we don't have Reimer. Alright, so go to roster moves. Dan McLaughlin. I'm afraid that you are being called up to the National Hockey League. And James Reimer is going to sit... James Reimer is going to sit in the AHL. I have nothing against James Reimer. I just want Dan to succeed. Alright, so he's going to be the backup for a little bit. He'll probably overtake... what's his name? Mrazek as the starter. AHL. Lewis Houston. So yeah, the guy that I just signed, first line center in Charlotte. Charlotte's lines could use some work. Let's see. That helps. Smallman. Matheos. Does that help? Not really. Gust, Geeky, and Markison. LaCroix, Shoots, Shepard. This is a makeshift roster if I've ever seen one. Hickey, McEwen, Soderstrom. I guess that helps my team better. Keane and McEwen, then Kasky and Walford. All right. And then goalies are Nedeljkovic and Makiniemi. Cool stuff. So we're done. We're going to sim to the regular season, folks. This is exciting. Toronto gets Brendan Dillon and Zach Cashin from San Jose, weirdly enough, for a first-round pick and a third-round pick. Lots of trades coming in. This is right before the preseason, too. Very, like, Justin Falk-esque. And nothing else is going on. I'm just waiting for it to sim. We're simming through this. Players on waivers. I've already taken care of that. I need to make sure that all 3 USA leagues are scouted. Central, West, and East. Perfect. That was quick. Nice and easy. Alright. We're going to sim to the first game of the season. And we're going to stop. No. I'll sim for a little while longer. Ashdal is already out with the injury. Well, no, okay, he's back. Okay. Home opener against the LA Kings, interestingly enough. Now again, for those of you watching, right, no goals in the first. 2 goals there. Should I watch the third period to see if any player scores their first NHL goal? Would that be something that you guys are interested in? With a little bit of commentary, let me know. I'm not going to do it for this game because it's already in the past. Like, you know, it's already, I'm going to click through. But if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. If you want to see some of the games getting played with computer against computer, just let me know. Niederreiter had 2 goals in that first game. So really solid. 3 stars the first game. Niederreiter, Mrazek, and Natchez with an assist. First goal is Ryan Dzingel, and Carl, K to the Arl, gets his first NHL point with an assist on Dzingel's goal. Secondary assist. And that is it as far as first NHL points go. Mrazek obviously got that win. So, next game against the Islanders. So again, if you'd like me to sim, I might just sim the third period of this game. See how you all like it. If you hate it, let me know. If you like it, also let me know. If I don't get any comments saying that people don't like it, then I'm just going to keep doing it. First period. Tommy Watson, that might be a first NHL goal. Hamilton, Svechnikov, and Trocheck get goals for the Canes. They lead 3-1 after first. Will Looper, first National Hockey League goal. He's the first player on our team to get his first National Hockey League goal. He was like, Tommy Watson gets his first NHL goal? Pfft, I'll get mine too. Pulak also scores for the Islanders. We are going to simulate 92 goaltending, or offense, 89 defense, 81 goaltending. I don't know what happened. I didn't read the goaltending. I'm so sorry. Like, I might have just been mumbling. I think I had something in my throat. Let's see. Alright. So Sebastian Aho taking the face-off against Matthew Barzal.
Moment of truth for one team. Here we go. Third period is underway. Once again, I'll send it back down
There's a
to
shot.
my
Oh,
broadcast partner,
nice
Ray
save from
Ferraro, who is
Varlamov
at
there.
ringside. Ray, we've got 2 periods played.
Not up here.
How do you see this thing?
Carolina's got a lead in this game,
Alright,
which
so
is probably a
Sebastian
last
Aho.
shot
I
win
guess I
sort
can't
of
skip
thing.
through any
Man,
of
it's
this,
been
I'm
out of
sorry.
control for 2 periods. I love it.
James
Alright.
Cebulski, Ray Ferraro with you
Lee
here in the
Barzal
early
and
going
Everly.
of this
That's a
period.
solid first time
It's
right there.
4-2. Nice start winning the draw
Aho
here
wins it again.
inside the
Face-off
offensive
machine.
zone.
Slavin misses the net
over the
by
net.
now.
They fight
Svetch
for
has got it along the
boards.
boards. He's going to kick it to nobody.
It's a fancy
Teravainen's
footwork
got
to
it.
kick over to his
Oh, Aho was
teammate.
wide
There's
open.
the collision. The
Hamilton
Islanders
just
have
got
it against the
crushed.
wall. And some nice
Looks like
footwork to
Pulak's
free
got
the
it behind
puck
the
up to his
net.
teammate.
Everly, and there's the breakout. Lee.
New
So
York's
successful
got it
zone
across the
exit and
line.
entry.
Carolina's
Hamilton,
got the
nice.
puck
Great
inside the
defense there
defensive
from
zone.
Hamilton. Thought he was going to take it up by himself.
Looking to make something happen in the offensive
Hamilton again.
zone.
Oh, what a move, and he
completely
misses. He
blew
had
on
that
miss.
whole
Yeah, you got to get it
stick
on the
side
net, James.
wide
You got an
open, and
opportunity
he
to
misses the
score, and you
net.
don't even test the goalie.
The announcers can't believe it either, man.
Takes a shot.
There's a miss.
Grabbed along the boards by Pulak.
Also, if you need me to turn the game
Carolina's
audio
gained
down or
possession
anything,
along
just
the
let me know.
boards.
Sebastian
Carries it
Aho
in.
carrying the puck up the
And
ice.
tries to make a diagonal pass to Svechnikov.
That definitely worked.
Officials
Icing,
blow the
the most
whistle.
exciting
We
thing
got icing on the
happening in
call.
hockey.
Nothing too smooth about that play. Ooh,
Alright,
you don't want to
so
be on the
skip
receiving
that.
end of that. That is a freight train that went right over top of him.
The Hurricanes have been the aggressor offensively tonight as they continue to lead in the third. And momentum on
Natchez,
their
I believe,
side as
just
they
wins the
win the
face-off.
draw here inside the offensive
Shea
zone.
back to Fleury.
Whoa.
Scores!
He scores! That's his first!
You didn't expect
That's his
much
first.
offense from him, but man, this has taken a long time. Must feel great to get on the board.
That's his first NHL goal. So it took him over a season. So he broke, I think, Steve Halko's record. Wow. But Fleury gets his first career goal on an absolute bomb
Oh,
from
I
the
guess he
opponent.
couldn't catch up to that one, eh, James? Right past him from the blue line. It just
Great
was a
shot.
rock.
Puts the Canes up 5-2. What a shot. What a goal. Congrats to Hayden Fleury.
Carolina's all too aware there's no
Um,
mercy rule in hockey. They continue to apply the
Let's
pressure.
see.
No, they're laying a beating on these guys now.
Fleury
It may
assisted
be
by
time
Shea
to
and
Lay
Natchez.
back just a bit.
Good for him.
Moves it quickly over to Nelson.
Nelson's got it
Here's a
now.
shot.
Oh, great
No
block.
scores! He stayed with it. And
I don't know,
buries
man.
the rebound.
Okay, so that's another goal. So New York comes right back. Tommy Watson again. That's his second NHL goal.
Oh, shooter puts his own rebound away. That's a nice play.
Yeah,
But
that's
man,
a
the
good
goalie
goal.
burped this
Good for him,
rebound
man.
out. Made it way
Tommy
too easy for him.
getting those goals. He is now. If this is his second game, he's a point per game player. If not, he's a 2 point per game player. So crazy.
New York still got a
Let's pause. I want to see. Is he the leader, like the team leader or whatever? Yeah, he has 2 goals. Trocheck has 2 points as well.
2 more
Good for
goals,
him.
but they at least have one back.
That gives him a little
Alright,
bit
so they're
of
still
hope,
trailing by
but
2.
the bench seems to have
13:33
come
left.
alive a
That was
little
assisted
bit.
by Nelson and
Puck picked
Hickey.
up by Hickey.
They're just going to let him come into the zone, I guess. Fleury with a nice little play to break that up. Watson's got it again, looking for the hat trick. Oh, great block there by Natchez.
And now he tries to get it across to Hickey. Let's it go.
Nelson just
with
was
the
let
stop.
wide open.
Man, they've worked the puck around so well on this shift. They've
There we go.
totally
Natchez has
worn
got
out the
it. He's
defending
turtling
team.
a little bit.
About two
Okay,
things are gonna
breaks it
happen
down.
here,
Dominic
it
Fox
seems
got the
like.
puck
They're gonna
now.
either take a penalty or they're gonna
What a
give up.
pass to Niederreiter, who scores! Awful, awful angle there, and he puts the puck in. That was not good. That's his 3rd goal this season.
These
Niederreiter
are
is
shots
on
I
a
think the
tear
goalie
so
should
far.
stop, James. It's on the low part of the glove side.
Yeah, and Dominic,
He just doesn't
that's
catch
such an innocent shot, and Varlamov is covering all of that net. And we got the slow-mo. Look at the shot. Yeah, it goes right past him. That's a terrible goal let up. Became 3 goal leaders restored. It was 6-3. That is Niederreiter's goal from back.
Really
and
impressive display.
Natchez.
They've moved the
Natchez,
puck
yeah, so
well
Natchez has 2
skated,
assists.
really
At
forecheck.
least.
Well, there's really nothing they haven't done tonight.
Oh, horrible turnover.
Wow, what a goal!
And I believe that's
Nice hands,
Mrazek
great
letting in the
finish.
goal. Oh my gosh, that turnover was the worst I've ever seen. I didn't want to look that up. Who's in goal? Does it say? It's Mrazek. So Dan has not played yet, which is
In the
good.
net.
Mrazek's playing in a back-to-back. That is some horrid defense there.
Well, that's slick hands. Once he is away from the pack, he's able to slow down, take the move he wants, and
That
he finishes it beautifully.
might be the worst I've ever... This is the worst camera angle I've ever seen. Goodness.
New
Alright,
York
so
narrowed the gap here in the third, but still a long
it is
way to
6-4
go.
with 10:44
James, this
left.
is
We've had an
still way
explosion
down
of
the road
goals
to
since we
even
started
this game
watching,
up.
so that's
But if you
cool.
get one,
Komarov
maybe you
and
get
assistant.
another. Maybe they get nervous.
Hickey's got it in the offensive zone.
Trocheck with
Moves
a
it to
gem of a
Shea.
play, and he passes it backwards and almost turns it over.
Shea's taking it from his own
Goodness.
end.
Shea's got it now, or
With
Trocheck's
possession
got
along
it
the
from
wall.
Shea. He makes a
Went for
horrible
the dirty
deke there.
dangle and it goes sideways.
Andrew
He's got
Ladd.
good hands, but I think he
Clutterbuck
overdoes it a
now.
bit here.
Offside.
Now he doesn't
Ladd was
have the
offside.
pocket
Okay.
anymore.
Offside is the call that will have a
TV
face-off just
broadcasts.
outside
We
the
have a
offensive zone.
homestand coming up. Boston, Philly, and Montreal.
Past the midway
9:02
mark of the
left.
frame.
Nice. Okay,
James
so
and
Will
Ray
and
with you
Evan.
tonight. New York's
So
gotta
a chance
find
for
way to
Evan to
a
get
few
his
more
first
goals
NHL
here
goal.
as they still
Evan
trail by a
Stansel coming
pair.
up. He's got the puck. He gives it to Will.
Moves the
Not a
puck
great
along the
pass
half
there.
wall.
Evans got it.
Nice
Oh.
poke check. Now
He tries
over
getting the
to Ladd.
shot off, but Hickey comes and makes a nice play.
Quick pass to Clutterbuck.
Clutterbuck's
With the
got it.
stop.
Mrazek makes a stop. Thank God.
Well, it's been a good night's work with 2 goals.
Yeah,
I
Tommy
don't
has
know
2
that you
goals. He
dream
has his
about
first
scoring a
2
hat-trick.
career
What you
goals.
dream about is getting to the league, then you dream about scoring. But this is pretty amazing in his first year.
Barzal's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Here's a short pass to Lee. And a great
Oh, what a
save.
stop, dude.
Carolina's got a hold of it against the wall. Through center along the wing. Handles the puck and makes the save. Slides the paddle in there and pokes it away. Moves it around along the
Oh,
half
boy.
wall. Makes
Ooh,
the
good
save
save by
on the
Mrazek
slapper.
there, too.
Taken along the wall by
Barzal now.
Barzal.
That wasn't the greatest pass. but,
Boychuk's
you
got it
know,
along the wing. Here's a shot.
Lee,
Denied by
Mrazek
the
makes another
goaltender.
stop. Great save. 4:53 left in the third here. I'd have to imagine that they'd be coming in to
Here in the later stages of this
pull the
period,
goalie within the next couple of minutes.
play
It's
resumes
actually
as
New
they
York
win
that's
the
been
draw here inside the
controlling
offensive
most of the
zone.
play here.
He's got the puck
Tommy
on his
Watson.
stick again in the offensive
Hat
zone
trick
where he seems to
alert.
have been all
Great
night.
save,
He's
Mrazek
looking
to
for his
win
third.
the
He
goal.
wants a hattie now.
Saving
Passes it to
with the
Hamilton.
breakout. Okay, he's gonna at least get the puck deep. But
Takes the
not
feed
deep
at center
enough
and
though.
moves forward.
Tommy
Comes up
Watson,
with the
great
steal.
defensive play by
Over the line they
Svechnikov.
come. They've
Aho.
got numbers. It's a 2-on-1.
It's a blocked play.
Taken by
Letty's
Letty.
got it now.
Carries the puck through the neutral zone.
Shea. Watson again. Oh no.
Move to the middle. Snaps one here in
Justin
the slot.
Williams
Gives
is
them nothing in front.
blocked.
But he
And the
came out
clock
and
kicks it
challenged
out.
him. Good
Niederreiter
save.
again. I
And
don't
a
know
nice
what
poke check
his
inside the neutral zone.
objective was
Puck
there.
dumped in and the forwards will head off.
Really, they
Carolina's
haven't
got
pulled the
puck along
goalie.
the
It's
wall.
6-4. You think they
Along the
would?
wing up the neutral zone. They've got numbers.
Nino. Again, he
Sends
did the
it
same
over.
thing. He backpedaled. Natchez to Shea. He's gonna do something with it.
Scooped up along the
Niederreiter,
wall
okay.
by Niederreiter.
Watching the air
In
is
close. Stick
infuriating.
save from the goaltender.
Alright.
Everly's
Now they're
swooping in on
pulling
the
their
attack.
goalie with 30 seconds
They
left, down 2
desperately need a
goals.
goal.
Makes
The
no
net is empty, the
sense.
extra attacker's out. Takes a shot.
Great
Makes the
save, Mrazek. He's going to cover it up. 25.6 seconds left. We are almost done.
A critical
almost done
face-off
here.
looms here with the empty net.
When the
They bring
goalie's
out
this
Ladd,
face-off
Komarov, and
is all
Clutterbuck.
important. Win the draw,
With a
have
minute
chance.
left.
And now it's grabbed by
With
Ladd.
20 seconds
Hammers
left.
it on net. Turns it
Mrazek makes
aside.
another good save. That one, you hope he would make, but Varlamov didn't make the save there. There's the driving knife. Alright, you know what? I'm done. There's too many whistles. I think we're okay. I think it's safe to say that the Canes might win this game. Were there any other points in this game? Or any other goals scored? No. 6-4 final. So we've already seen Will has his first NHL point. I think Carl also has his first NHL point. So yeah, Will has 2 points. He actually had an assist in that game as well. Evan also had an assist. Okay, cool. So yeah, and Carl. Okay, so everybody has their first NHL point. We've yet to see Dan in a game. Perhaps we see him against Boston, who's doing really poorly to start the year. 1-3-0. Wow. Bjork. No, it's Mrazek again. McAvoy. I'm not even gonna bother. Get shut out to a team that's been, not doing well. Now we play Philly, because of course we do. Niederreiter is still a goal per game player for now. Yeah. We'll see what's going on. We'll sim. I'm just trying to see if everybody gets their first NHL goal. Niederreiter again, carrying this team's offense. And Dominic Bach scoring here. So the Canes are on a bit of a slide. They won their first two and lost the next two. Martin Necas leads the team with 5 assists, though, in 4 games. Not too bad. So that line might be worth, keeping an eye on. Evan had a natural hat trick in the first period. Oh my gosh. First NHL goal right here. Second and third. Natural hat trick in the first period. Oh my gosh. 12 shots and the Canes have 3 goals. That's insane. Second period, no goals. Third period, nada. So the Carolina Hurricanes shut out the Montreal Canadiens. Evan Stansel, 3 goals. Will Looper gets 2 assists. Both secondary, so not great, but, that is insane. Natural hat trick in the first period. Only in GM mode, man. Central Scouting Rankings. Vikingstad. That's badass. Pardon the language, but that's pretty cool. And Knights in front of him. That's funny. No gems. It's October, so I don't really expect that. Alright, let's see. I'm just waiting. We're waiting on Carl to get his first NHL goal. Sprong and Henrique score. Niederreiter, Bach, and Aho score. Trocheck and Niederreiter scoring here. 3 stars of this game. Necas, Niederreiter, and Bach. Necas had 3 assists. Bach had 3 points. Niederreiter had 2 goals. That line has been crazy good. Nice. Necas has 9 points in 6 games. Or 6 games, 9 points. Up against Vegas now. Alright, so I just want to see. So we're 6 games into the season. 9, 7, and 6. Goodness gracious. They have 22 points between them in 6 games. So that line's averaging over 3 points a game, almost 4. Like, between all of them, which is insane. Alright, let's see. Against Vegas. No, nothing. Canes get shut out again. They've gotten shut out twice in 7 games. Not great. Hopefully that wasn't Canes' stats. We'll sim to the next game against the Oilers. Again, I'm just waiting for Carl to get his first NHL goal, and then I'm going to sim through it. I just, I want to congratulate the players on their first NHL goals. Shut out again! 3 times in 8 games. 3 of our 4 losses have been shutouts. I think the other one we've scored 1 goal. That's not good. I'm not exactly Dr. Hockey, but that's not good. Alright, let's see. 2 goals. Svechnikov and Natchez. Number 1 sports fan scored. Bach scores to keep the team alive. Bach scores again. We're heading to overtime now. Nothing. Shootout. We lose in a shootout thanks to Brandstrom. 5-4 shootout loss is your final. Dan McLaughlin. That was his game. And broken hand. He's out until December 26th. Oh my gosh. He's out for 2 months. Look at Bach leading the team in points as a rookie. Joey Keane's out for Charlotte too. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Dang, man. Oh my. Okay. Trocheck. Goodness. Alright, let me make sure my lines are good. Bach. No, they put Martinook in over Will, who's, if I recall correctly, having a decent season. Oh, okay. 4 points. How's Evan doing? 6 points. Okay. Carl, 1 assist in 10 games. Not great. Bach leads the team in points. Alright, so, you know what? We'll roll with that. We'll play against Vegas now. Last time we played them, they shut us out. This time we are at home, so hopefully it will not be like that. Carl gets his first NHL goal. And second, actually, too. Wow. They chased Kane's stats in the first period. He gave up 3 goals and 6... Fleury they chased. All from the same side of the ice. That's interesting. All right. So that's cool. Great period for our created players. I was going to say if we lost that game. Svechnikov and Trocheck score to make the team win. Carl first star of the game, 2 goals. Really good stuff. Alright, now we are going to sim to around the trade deadline. Probably, probably March. When's the trade deadline? Okay. February 26th. So we'll sim it to then. A 4th and a 7th. Why? That makes no sense. Couple of wins in a row now. Team's playing above 500, which is nice. Joey Keane's back for Charlotte, which is really good. Alright, this is a nice little point streak here. Yeah, we did lose in the shootout to Nashville, but we still got a point, so... Alright, Martin Natchez, fractured collarbone! Oh, tough injuries for the Checkers and the Canes. Mostly just the Canes, though. Because Natchez was having a fan-freaking-tastic season. Looks like the Canes are still doing okay. Good year for rookies. Great. Cool. Alright. Against the Islanders now. A loss. Against the Coyotes, can't tell you. No. A loss. Man! Jake Bean is out with injured ribs. Are you kidding me? We were doing so well. And then Natchez got hurt. Back to 500 pretty much. Knights. Cohen Knights. That's a less cool name. Any gems? 1 bust. Projected to go into the 4th round. Or start of the 4th round. Alright. Can we beat the Devils? No, we lose. So Jake Bean's back a little early, which is always a little nerve-wracking. But we win that game, so clearly him being back is a helpful thing. Dougie Hamilton's out to the 18th, too. A loss and a win, okay. Natchez is back. Playing in a game the day early is a little concerning. Multiple players in Carolina are able to be dressed. Okay. So we'll do best lines. Bach was playing so well with with Natchez. I don't know why you have him on the fourth line. Dzingel exists. Evans having a really good season, 22 points in 30 games after a kind of slow start. Will is doing all right as well, 13 points in 29 games. And Carl on the fourth line has 13 points in 30 games, so really solid. Evan is clearly doing the best out of our players, though. Slavin, yep. Okay, that's all good. Does that mean that Dan is back? No. He's still hurt. Well, let me see if he's still on the roster. He is. He's still just hurt. He's out until the 26th, I believe. Which is actually perfect because we don't really have in many games. A win against the Capitals. Dan McLaughlin's back. Right, I'm going to hit continue and then do something. A win against Detroit. A win against Tampa. And Columbus, a win. So it's a solid 5-game winning streak. We're back in a wild card position, I think. I just saw. Yeah, back in the wild card, but only by a point. Alright, edit lines. Goalies. Remember, you've been scratched. And just to make sure that that doesn't happen again, I'm going to go to the roster. And I am going to send James Reimer down. What did I just hit? Why? It's going to take me back to the freaking beginning. That makes no sense, NHL. Alright. I'm going to send Reimer down in the system. Reimer did not get claimed. Doesn't surprise me all that much. 31 points for Nino Niederreiter. Very interesting that he's leading the team in scoring. Considering, this year he hasn't been great by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, Martinook out with a strained hamstring. Carl, you're a legit center. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm going to do, actually, to give Carl a home. Should have thought about that. Izzo is also hurt, but he's out for less than a week. Alright, Martinook's back. I think the team is okay. He's also back for Charlotte. Good. The team is finally, hopefully, on the up and up. I don't know. Sort of on the up and up. I don't know. We're just trading wins and losses at this point. McEwen is out. Oh no. McEwen's back. Okay. Alright, 2 wins in a row. Latest draft class rankings. I believe this is the January ranking. We still know nothing about these players. Alright, still the same, basically. Another win. 4 games in a row we've won. We're now first in the division. And then another long All-Star break. Soderstrom's out for Charlotte. Sore foot. He'll be back in a couple days. Okay, a loss. The 4-game win streak ends after the break. A little hurt. Cam Fowler and Brian Boyle only get traded for 2 seconds, really. That's interesting. And Soderstrom's back. See, yeah, okay. Jordy Ben, Brandon Sutter, and a 5th-round pick for a 2nd and a 7th. No thanks. Another win. There we go. Makes no sense. Dallas now. Can't make it 3 in a row. But that's okay. Alright. Well, let's keep an eye on big trades. We already had 2 players get traded. The Canadiens. We beat the Canadiens. Okay, good. Let's see. San Jose, we also beat. Alex Edler and Jordy Ben to Florida. Vancouver gets a 1st-round pick and a 4th. It's a solid haul. Clark Bishop is also playing. I didn't know he was out. Another 2 games we win in a row, and then we lose 1. We beat Vancouver, which doesn't surprise me because they did just trade a couple NHL players. If you want to count Ben as an NHL player. Against San Jose, literally a week later. Wow. All right. Josh Williams, not Justin Williams. Josh Williams was a nice 69 overall. 2 seconds. So Columbus trades that, and they trade him to Philly. They get David Savard and Cam Atkinson. Crazy. Corey Crawford and Zach Smith heading to Buffalo for Nick Robertson in a 2nd. What? Okay. Petrie, Spezza, and Mike Riley to Dallas. So Spezza's back in Dallas. Montreal gets a 1st and Ty Dellandrea. Wow. Basically 2 1st-round picks. That's insanity. Shootout loss against Boston. Okay. This trade deadline, man. 4-2 loss against Detroit. Philly, what you doing? Did we beat them? Couture and Vlasic for 2 1sts and Henry Nikkanen. Oh my gosh. Palmieri and Rodriguez for Lennis Nassen in 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. Philly, we lose 2. Tomas Tatar, Philip Deneau, and Olofsson on defense for a 1st-round pick, a 2nd-round pick, Afanasyev, and some other prospect. Oh my gosh. The trade deadline's upon us. Yeah, I know. I'm seeing these trades, bro. So, at the deadline, we're 3rd in the division with a decent lead. At least we're close enough to the playoffs. We have a bunch of Metro games next month, which is a little concerning. I'm going to sim to the Buffalo game. So those last 2 games of the season were very important last year. We lose to the Rangers. We overtime loss to Philly is not bad, but not great. We've dropped to 4th. Still in a wild card spot. We're back up to 3rd. 2 straight wins against Metro teams. 3 wins now. 4 in a row. 5 in a row. Central scouting rankings. I didn't see what the last one is. It just simmed so fast. They're still scouting Ratty. That's been forever now. Still just 1 bust. Okay. 6 in a row. We lose to the Islanders, but 6-game winning streak, and then we wallop Toronto twice. Okay. All right. Playoffs. We're looking all right. We're looking okay for playoffs. We've dropped a little bit. Stelio Mateos is out for a week. Overtime loss. We're third in the division. Loss. Mateos is back for Charlotte. We lose. We're third in the division still. A point out of the playoffs. There's a win. We're fourth in the division. In a playoff spot. This game against Buffalo is actually huge. Again. 2-1 Will gets a point. We lose. Are we in the playoffs still? We are still in the playoff picture. Aho's out. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at the playoff picture here. Washington, or the Blue Jackets are a game behind us. Stop. 92 points. Okay. Blue Jackets are a point behind us. The game in hand. The Bruins are done. They're eliminated from the playoffs. Panthers, if they lose, we're in the playoffs. Washington is struggling, actually. So that's good enough for us. The Blue Jackets need to lose. Is the schedule anywhere? Can I see the schedule, like the league schedule? I've never really looked more. No. That just changes the teams. Okay. It comes down to the last game of the season again. We're in a playoff spot. First period. There we go. Natchez and McGinn scoring on Samsonov. Take a 2-1 lead. This season's falling on Dan. Oh my gosh, Dan. This is the biggest game of his NHL career so far. Teravainen and Hamilton score. Ovechkin actually had tied it. And then Teravainen and Hamilton score. The Canes are going to the playoffs. Brendan Leipzig does score, but it's a 4-3 final. The Canes are going to clinch a playoff spot. Good thing, too, the Blue Jackets got a point, which meant we still would have clinched. But, you know, it's better. We played Buffalo in the first round. Crazy stuff. Okay. So Sebastian Aho led the team in points with 75. Natchez had 71. Teravainen 70. Man. Will Looper 56 points in his rookie season. Speaking of which, let's check this out. Will with 56 points. Bach with 49. Evan with 39. Carl with 27. And Jake Bean with 17. Rookie goalies Dan McLaughlin 6-6-2, 1 shutout, 899 save percentage. Tough start to his career. He's an 81 overall still. Did anybody grow an overall? Will grew an overall. Bach grew 2. Evan stayed the same. Carl also stayed the same. And Bean grew 2. Cool. Rookie skaters from Anaheim. Work rate 21 points. Goodrow 5 points. Kurt actually had a really solid season. Did really well in the games that he appeared in. Arizona. Barrett Hayton. That's it. Okay, Arizona didn't pick a creative player, or they just didn't do anything with it. Jason Mariani, 16 points for Boston. Dylan Cousins. Don't believe Buffalo picked anybody either. Calgary. Tuna, 18 points. Chatelaine, 5 points. No goalies. This is me. Chicago. Nothing. Okay. Colorado. Intern Maddie, 43 points. Nothing there. Okay. Columbus. Alright, okay. Nothing from Columbus either. From Dallas. Did Dallas pick anybody? No, they picked a goalie. Or, well, Ottinger. Minter, 43 points. Not too shabby for Detroit. Super. Nobody went to Edmonton. Kieran Lang, 47 points. Trey Cash, 37. Not terrible. Grantham, decent. LA, Big Sam, 56 points. And LA also had a goalie. Canes and Cannons did fairly well, actually. Jonathan, 36 points for Minnesota. Montreal. Matthew did okay. Rock, 23 points. Meg, 37, not bad at all. Tommy had 43, good stuff. Owen had... Nice. Nice. Good job, Owen. 69-point rookie season. That'll win him the Calder, more than likely. Jacob, 33 points. Number Sports Fan, 22. Optimistic Caniac, 28 points. Sarai, 33 points. Nice. It's me with 49. Corey with 18. Nobody. JT had 8 points. Good job. Finding Nino had 1. And for Winnipeg, that was it. So it looks as if Owen will win the Calder this year. I think that's going to do it. I'm going to stop streaming for right now. Playoffs are up next. I will save, and I will talk to everybody later. Thank you for watching.